Hi, and welcome to English Lovers by Honeydee. My dear friends, today I'm with my first lesson as we have started our journey on the topic of your speaking exam. What we are going to start with is we're going to talk about the introductory part first of all, and how you need to deal with it. What are the different points that you can keep in mind when you are actually going in the examination room, and what else is important, except the decorum and all that stuff. Like what are the different requirements for language skills are concerned, and different questions that are possible to come. We will talk about everything about it. So let's go with that. First thing is you are going to meet the examiner inside a room, and definitely before that one they are going to check your prerequisites for being a valid candidate. They will be checking your passport. They will be checking the details on the page that is with you in your hand. Then thereafter, like you will be given a mask, or you can ask for a mask if you want to have it. Otherwise, you can get your mask along with you, since that is the protocol after the COVID-19. Then thereafter, what are the different other things that are to be kept in mind? Like when you're going in the examination, you have to have a mindset, definitely a positive one. Without a positive mindset, you cannot actually give the positive vibes to the examiner. So definitely, when you're sitting in the chair, then definitely you should have a smile on your face. And obviously, until or unless somebody says you to sit, you should not actually uh, straight to it. If you're gonna go, you would be thinking that in introductory part they will be asking you the whole introduction or something. It's not gonna happen. So what they are going to do is they are going to divide your questions. The examiner is going to actually divide your questions in small bits. Okay. So, as the question answering would be started, the first thing is definitely when we meet naturally somebody, then what do? We say hi, we wish something the person, or you can simply say that good morning or good afternoon, accordingly your given time when your exam is held. So based upon that one, you can be very informal. Like it's not like hey buddy, it's not like that, but at least semi-formal can be like you can say that good afternoon sir or good afternoon ma'am, whomsoever it is, whichever gender is sitting before you. And then when you are beginning with it, you must have a code of nervousness with you. Then that is going to actually affect you at the time of answering your questions. Instead of thinking about what's going on in your brain, just think about what's been asked and um, what's around you, like who is your examiner, what kind of accent the person is having. It's not like you will have the time to analyze all of these things, but I think most probably when you actually see other person smiling, your face also blossom with the energy. So that's what I mean to say, like when you are actually meeting the person, you should have a smile on your face also, so that whatever questions, whatever flurry of questions are going to come forward to you, then definitely you will have the energy to actually reciprocate that same way. Got it. So your answers has to be full of energy and full of what we say positive energy, not the dull one, or should not be monotonous, should not be there should be a symphony, like intonation and all that stuff. We'll talk about that one later on, but right now what I'm saying is you have to begin with something like good afternoon, or good evening, whichsoever the timing of the day is. Okay. So then, whenever you're stating your name, you should state your name clearly and confidently. That means um, when you are telling somebody that, like, obviously that question would be asked that what's your full name or something, then you should have the confidence to actually speak it eye to eye, that you know that what the meaning of your name is, what actually is the significance of your name is. Like before the examination, obviously you're going to practice a lot. Okay, when you're going to practice that with somebody, then definitely you have to have these basic questions related to your life and related to your, obviously, yourself, your biography. It should be all you. That means the first part of your speaking exam usually used to be only you. So that is why I'm saying that whenever you say any answer, then definitely you have to have the clear answer for yourself. Then have the confidence when you are replying your name or whatever answer you are giving, or giving the supporting ideas to your answer. Okay, basically in the first part, that's not too much like you have to elaborate your answer, or you have to have supporting ideas for you know all the questions that are there. But basically you have to frame your answers based upon different topics related to your family. What are the number of members there, and whom you like the most, whom you dislike. I don't think so you dislike your family members, but thing is, like anything or everything related to your family, your hometown, your personal background, everything will be asked related to that. But not all of these questions are going to be in your exam, but part of them are going to be the part of it. Okay, so definitely in your examination, something which is related to you will definitely be asked. Okay, so make sure that one that you're preparing brief answers or practicing it with somebody like who is very close to you, and spend more time with them, so that during the examination you won't feel any kind of anxiety or fear that these are the possible questions that I have to be ready with. At least not to cram them, but naturally the natural flow should come out. Okay, that should be a natural flow. It should not be like something which is tailored one. Okay, you should not tailor your answer, you should make them natural. Okay, you have to share the basic knowledge about or basic information, sorry, about the family, or like such as the number of, I mentioned that before, the number of the family members, or and their names also. I hope so. If there is any particular example or specific scenario, then you can actually talk about them as well. Then thereafter, we have different other questions related to that, like if they are talking about your family member, then definitely they must be talking about like how your relationship is, because I told you before, like they would be asking you about you only. Okay, then that thing comes first, that how you describe your relationship with the person that you are talking about, or the family member that you're talking about. Like I have this or that number of the family members, including my parents and the siblings and the relatives. The siblings, we know that the blood relations, and cousins and sisters, cousins and all, then definitely they are like uncles and aunts, sons and daughters. Then thereafter we have like, you should mention where you are from, like your birthplace, your hometown, where you have gotten this life, beautiful life, and provide some few details, like its location, where it is located, and the notable features of that particular place. For example, I live in Balachor. There are different temples which are very much famous, and there are different games which are very much famous, especially the wrestling. Wrestling is quite a famous thing in our place. So I can talk about that, and if it is known to you, the history of that place is gonna be cherry on the cake. Then we can have the conversation in the first part related to your personal background, as I mentioned before, like I was born and raised in this particular part, which lies in this side, northern side or southern side, or whichever side it is. Okay, so your like the things that will be checked are different one, like fluency, pronunciation, your grammar, your vocabulary, everything will be assessed. But the points which you should keep in your mind is intonation. That means your flow must not be the same all the times when you're actually speaking anything, then your flow has to go up and down so that it shows that you're enjoying speaking rather than simply just getting the words out of your mouth. It's not like that. So other questions which are possible to come that are about hobbies, the interests that you have in different things, like what are your interests as far as your games are concerned, or your like any skill is concerned, if you have any interest in that. Your hobbies, how do you pass your leisure time, those activities. But you, so ultimately what I mean to say is they will be focusing on one person, that's you, who is giving the exam in the first part. Okay, it's not like that the second part is not about you, it's about you, but how different it is, we will discuss it in the next video or the videos to come ahead. Okay, so like hobbies, interests, and the favorite activities, your hometown, your family members, they are all in for the first part, let me tell you. Then thereafter, like how can you share about the hobbies, like uh, you have to have some of the hobbies in the mind. Like I have the hobby like to write down something every now and then, like making schedules for myself, timetables and all that, and also writing some poetry, or having the interest in writing the poetry, or listening to such music which will give me some kind of positive energy, or any idea will pop out whenever I would think of such music. Then such are different kind of interests that people will have. How would they use their free energy? Like obviously that's a free energy, like when you are free from all such worries of mundaneous work, or you don't have anything regarding your daily chores or any kind of work, then definitely you would be enjoying it in the free time. So that's your free time. Okay, so then you have to give examples of the activities you engage in, like whatever activity you talk about as far as your interests are concerned, then definitely you have to give examples for that, like such as playing a musical instrument, how do you enjoy it, like or why do you enjoy it, like all the questions would carry why with it. If you are able to explain it in short, in brief, the first part, that's I told you, cherry on the cake. Then thereafter, reading books, you can actually talk about reading books, you can give examples like that. What kind of books do you read, all such stuff, and you can add a little bit of the information, the author that you really like about reading. Then playing sports, then playing sports, what kind of sport do you like? And one more thing, that is painting, or anything related to your own interest, you can talk about that. It's not like on all those topics that I mentioned, but there are things which are naturally in your life. If you will talk about them, then definitely it's gonna be great. Okay, it's gonna be a plus point, I would say that, because you are speaking naturally, and you would have more vocabulary, more content to speak with than those topics that you're gonna copy from somewhere and you just gonna blur them out. Then thereafter, there are other things like the reasons. Whenever you're talking about anything, whenever you're talking about hobby, whenever you're talking about any relation, there is a why. I told you there is a why after that. And for example, if you're talking about enjoying activities, and you have the habit, or you enjoy your free time playing guitar, okay, then what you can say is like, I find playing the guitar relaxing. You're giving the reason, okay, that relaxation is the ultimate goal everybody goes for. Then definitely playing guitar gives you the relaxation, then definitely you feel relaxing when you play guitar, and it allows you to express your creativity, your skill, your talent that you have, and your creativity gets boosted up, or it gets increased. it depends upon person to person how they will elaborate the answers. That's a different stuff. But I would say that there is always a why for your answers, but not in the beginning itself. If you're going to say that my name is this, why this name is, it's not like that. There is a significance of every name. Everybody keeps the names like that, and even in every culture the names are kept for certain reasons. And if the name is kept without a reason, that means nobody had the time to keep your name. It's not like that. It is never like that. It's a blessing for the parents, when they get a kid or when they get a baby or whomsoever is born, then definitely they keep names, keeping something in the mind. They give a context to something, always. So there is always a reason behind every question. Just keep one thing in mind, that you have to have positive mindset when you are sitting there before the examiner and you are having a smile on your face. Okay, because you are there after giving a lot of money. Okay, and that's your money. And even after giving your money, like if you're not happy, I don't think so that that's worth it. Like whenever we go to a hotel or when we are going to any restaurant, we enjoy our meal because we pay for it. Then when we pay for something like our examination, I think we need to enjoy that moment, particularly with a person who is a stranger. And definitely that stranger person can give you good vibes. And those strangers are not your enemies, they are your friends. They want you to excel in your examination and go forward with your future in abroad. So that's why they always motivate you. They never ever demotivate you in any sense. So that's why I would recommend you that keep watching some videos, not only mine, but other videos related to that, like how the people used to speak. I have lots of habits just because of my occupation, like being a teacher. I have the habit of do you understand that, or something. Like I don't use that here, but still I would say that repetition is there just because to confirm whether you understand or not. But as per your examination is concerned, there you need not to repeat these small mistakes that anyone who makes. It's not gonna hurt your score that much, but still, if you are going to actually excel in these parts also, then definitely your score is going to be more than required. Okay, whatever required score would be, at least not less than 6.5. You will definitely score more than that. So that's why I would suggest you that watch some videos on TED Talks, or watch some videos like where the interviews are being done. Okay, check on YouTube, like write something like interviews, not of IELTS, interviews only, but some interviews which are being between like any particular TV show. So you can watch all such serials for that. Okay, wherever the interviews are, so that you can actually imagine that instead of that place, like that's my examination room, and I am sitting before my examiner, and how I am going to actually relate it to my life. How would I answer the same things? Because it's generally when these are celebrities interviews, they answer the questions which most probably are in the IELTS examination, like about the likes and dislikes. What do they like and why do they like, and what are the reasons behind it? So that's why they always used to go by that. And if those are natural phrases that you're gonna use, then definitely, yeah, it's gonna be great. Like your score is going to be more than necessary. So so whenever you're answering, be positive. Second is always have a smile on your face. Third is never have the same tone, monotonous. Don't be monotonous. Always have rise and fall like a wave. So there are other points also. We'll talk about them later on in the next video. Till then, goodbye, take care, and keep watching the videos, and subscribe to my channel, and subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. Bye bye, take care.